Welcome to the Art of Strategy, Course 302, in the Art of Leadership Developmental Learning System series of courses. This progressive third Advanced 4 course is an experiential, engaging, fast-moving, interactive learning experience designed to be a 2-day sabbatical from our routines. The Art of Strategy is a unique course designed to simultaneously teach and create a personal and professional strategic plan. Now, the primary purpose of the Art of Strategy course is to lift the concept of strategy from something that is philosophical, dreaded, and often avoided to a simple and useful tool that is used to move us from point A to point B more efficiently, effectively, and predictably, to bring about positive change and growth in our organizations. The concepts, tools, and exercises in the Art of Strategy apply equally to individuals as well as organizations with their departments, divisions, and their teams. So the first question on our mind is likely to be, so what is strategy? Well, strategy is a process through which an individual, team, or organization defines a vision of the future and creates a plan with objectives and goals to reach that future. The process answers the 5 key questions, and here they come. Why do we exist? Where are we now? What are we creating or building? How are we going to get there or do that? Now, what are we doing today about it? These are easily remembered with the mnemonic www.hownowbrowncow.org. The www is why do we exist? Where are we now? And what are we creating? How are we going to get there? Now, what do we do? And brown cow is for your own memory, and .org will get you there. www.hownowbrowncow.org. So the Art of Strategy is shifting from asking what is the right answer to discovering what are the right questions. See, the right questions are often more important than the right answers. The right question will bring us out of the stadium seats of life down into the arena. The right question turns spectators into warriors. As Dr. Brene Brown teaches, you can choose courage or you can choose comfort, but you cannot have both. See, the Art of Strategy is about making choices and understanding that our choices, well, they have consequences, both positive and negative. This is that proverbial crossing the Rubicon, that idiom meaning one is passing a point of no return. And the etymology of that term comes from the reference to crossing of the Rubicon River by Julius Caesar in 49 BC. Remember, it was illegal to bring armies into Italy. That northern border was marked by the Rubicon River. So his crossing the river under arms was synonymous with the declaration of war. So upon crossing that river, Julius Caesar is said to have uttered the phrase, "The die is cast." So similarly, the Art of Strategy is about making a choice, casting the die, and implementing the choice and reaping the consequences, both positive and negative. Often, conventional strategic planning is driven by the calendar, the crisis, or current trends or issues, or declining profits, market share, failing reputation, lost focus or distraction. But this inevitably will result in organization people falling into the trap of investigating the data related to what's currently going on, rather than exploring or testing, more importantly, implementing new out-of-the-box creative solutions that can create real positive change and growth. See, changing direction when things are going well is not easy. However, this is often the calm before the storm. So enter the sigmoid curve, which identifies the process of continual change for all individuals and organizations. On this sigmoid curve, we make choices. we choose the downward trend of the 3 Ds: drift, denial, and eventual death. Or we choose the upward trend of the 3 Cs: change, choice, and yes, chaos. So hearing these 3 Ds and 3 Cs, that could be profoundly uncomfortable. It's easy to see why so many choose status quo. With statements like, hey, everything seems to be working, let's leave it alone. However, this is a false sense of security. Why? Because our world is dynamic, not static. Change is constantly occurring. It's occurring right now, even as we speak. Our question is, which direction are you choosing to move? If you let entropy answer this question, you're choosing the 3 Ds by default. So the art of strategy is designed to facilitate creating real positive change and growth. Using the 3 Cs within the 4 linked domains of ethos, pathos, logos, and sophos, this model dates back to our Greek ancestors when Aristotle learned it from Plato and taught it to his star student, Alexander the Great. The EPLS linked domain model guides strategic leaders on their journey from self-leadership, the most difficult, to leadership of others. That's the journey from success to significance. The AOS teaches primary skill sets within these 4 linked domains, such as we do not see things as they are. We see things as we are. Applying Raven's Law to the knowledge doubling curve to outlearn the rate of change in the world around us. Understanding the sigmoid curve and where we currently reside on that curve. This curve teaches us that all good things and all bad things come to an end. We learn the 5-step strategic plan by asking the 5 questions. Why do we exist? Which defines our purpose. It's an ethos question. Where are we now? That's a pathos question. What do we want to create or build or make? That's a logos question. How are we going to do that? How are we going to get there? A logos question. And finally, question 5. Now, what are we going to accomplish today, and why is it important? See, remembering these 5 questions is simple. One more time, www.hownowbrowncow.org. Within this course, we will discuss goal setting, crafting a mission statement, creating a vision statement, defining our values, constructing a purpose statement, and after creating a strategy, we will do what 90% of organizations do not do. We will create a plan to take action to execute the strategy, because execution is more important than strategy. It's just do something. We'll talk about using the KISS principle. Keep the strategic plan short and simple. That makes it useful. As Leonardo da Vinci would say, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And finally, in the art of strategy, we will learn the most important lesson in strategic planning. In any organization, any team, any group, we learn all we need to know by asking one question. Why do we exist? If you cannot answer this question, you don't need to.